Meanwhile, in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, protesters had reaffirmed their struggle against Pakistani government, reiterating that it will not surrender until all its demands are met. In a series of posts on X, the Joint Awami Action Committee, it said that it is willing to take bullets to the chest and will not retreat under any circumstances. The group further said that its sit-ins are temporary and that it can march into Rawalakot city if the need arises. The Action Committee warned that though their actions were peaceful so far, those participating in protests were ready to sacrifice lives in hundreds of thousands. According to reports, at least 16 people were killed and 37 others injured on Thursday after Pakistani army personnel allegedly opened fire on a large gathering of protesters at Eidgah ground in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. About 70,000 people had assembled in Rawalakot city to raise slogans against Pakistan's continued occupation and policies in the region. The demonstrators demanded justice for the 30 people who were killed and several others who were injured in clashes between protesters and security forces in PoK on Tuesday. The protesters chanted slogans against Pakistani army and the government leadership, which has now become a rallying cry across the region. The Joint Awami Action Committee has accused the Pakistani establishment of labeling everyone a terrorist who is willing to fight for their rights. The demonstrations in PoK started 2 days ago with ordinary citizens demanding affordable flour, rice, electricity and basic rights, and were crushed by Pakistani army, which opened fire on the crowd of protesters with automatic weapons, resulting in the killing of dozens of civilians. Well, the deadly protests have left roads blood-stained, fields soaked in blood, and grieving families searching for loved ones. PoK political activist Sardar Aman Khan, who has been leading the movement, criticized the authorities for suppression of the protests and called for an independent investigation into the reported deaths and injuries. Khan has also vowed to continue the movement despite the loss of lives. Well, earlier protesters took to the streets at various locations across Kashmir Valley, expressing outrage over reported human rights violations and the killing of civilians in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Srinagar's iconic Lal Chowk witnessed one of the largest demonstrations as participants raised slogans against Pakistan and the Pakistani army, condemning the reported use of force against civilians in PoK.